Welcome back to Going Through It with Justin Essenmacher. What's up, everybody? It's your favorite kid that has problems that he creates on his own. Hi, it's me, Justin Essenmacher. I just recorded my other podcast, and now I had to do this one. So I'm just a working class man. I'm so much into working now that I even went and bought a vape thing, but it's not one of them nicotine ones because I'm not that kid. I'm one who's a CBD one. It's Delta. It's D8. I went and got it, and I got this thing because apparently the CBD now they're like, all right, we have CBD, but now we want CBD that acts like and works like weed. So they got this D8 shit or a Delta 8 or whatever you want to call it. That is basically weed, but it's not weed, but it's weed. And in my opinion, if that's the case, why don't you just legalize the weed? I mean, I like it because it's cool. And if you want to smoke something and not get too high or whatever, and you don't want to go off the deep end, this thing's pretty sweet. I recommend it, D8. I'm not sponsored by it, but if you want to sponsor me, yo, D8. I'm on board with this CBD that's not weed, but it is weed, but it's not, but it's in a gray area. Thank you for standing out and giving us CBD users what we truly want. This is for like the soccer mom that has problems but is against weed but really wants to get high, but she judges it, so she does CBD so she can still tell her friends that she's better than everybody. This is what she gets right here. Delta 8. Hey, Christy, what are you vaping on? Is that the new nicotine thing? No, this is CBD because I'm a classy bitch. Jeez, Chrissy, why you gotta be always such a bitch? Because Delta 8. I used to be a bitch till I got Delta 8, and now I am so relaxed. Delta 8. It's actually pretty cool. I think we went through this whole thing. I just got it today, and it's just so easy to just keep smoking it, and you don't get high, so it's just like, but you like to smoke it, so it gives you something to smoke. If you want to just smoke all day and not get Snoop Dogg level. You know what I mean? So this is, this is the first episode back by myself. Sarah Tolis was on the last two. I love that woman, she's one of my best friends, and we had fun. And then I was like, I'll do a solo one because I've been having problems, Also, not really problems. It's just there's a lot of stuff coming up, and there's a lot of moving parts that I think am overthinking but need to work out. So, for example, Marcus and Genevieve are leaving right now. They're literally packing up their room as we speak, as my door shut to my bedroom. They're packing up to leave to Austin. Does that make me sad? Yes. Am I happy for them? Yes. Am I frustrated with myself? No, because I'm working and I'm still traveling back and forth to Austin. But do I want to be in Austin? Yes. Am I sick of the drive to Austin? Yes. The drive is killing me. But it's also a good thing that's killing me because it at least it reminds me what day of the week it is. It reminds me that it's Monday. I'm like, because the whole week's a blur. I just know I know Kill Tony that it's Monday and it's cool. My week started. Like today is already Wednesday. I don't know what happened Tuesday. Tuesday I was in Oklahoma. That was a good show. That was fun. We'll get to that later. But anyway, they're moving to Oklahoma. I mean, goddamn. They're moving to Austin, Texas, and I'm in Dallas still. I still have to figure that out. I'm moving pieces, and I think we have came to the conclusion that I'm looking, maybe I'll get an Airbnb for a week or two. So I guess I can look around, and maybe I'll even get into a studio apartment like I've talked about. Maybe I'll get my own and be an adult this time and not live with roommates so I don't get so stressed out when I come home and there's garbage everywhere and the dishes are still not done. I understand why parents get upset, I guess, about dishes and stuff. And you come home and you're like, oh my fucking God. Can somebody do a dish, please? You're going to hear this, and I don't tell them that. Sorry. But yeah, I guess I get it. what being a parent's like, and that's why I don't want to be a parent. There's too much life to live for me to be a parent right now. If I had a kid, oh my God, I don't know what I would do. There's no way. There's no way I could have a kid. Have you listened to this podcast? I could not do that to a child. I think I'd be a great dad. I'm a good uncle, but also they call me the Funkle, and I'm just wearing the sweatshirt, but I'm too hot. I also have to turn my fan off. I want my lights on and my fan on a lower temperature in my room, but my fan broken and I don't have a chain, so it just keeps going every time it's on. Even when it's cold, I can't turn my fan off. So it's either dark or I have to use the windows like an Amish person to look in my room if I don't want a fan on. Or I guess I could light a candle or use my phone light or leave the door open while I change. So I guess I got to be naked while I change because I can't turn the fan off. And you know when you get out of the shower and you're cold and then you get the fan on and all the water, you're like, oh, this is cold, and you're shivering. I don't like it. I just want to fix my fan, but I probably could fix it. I just got to go to Home Depot and then get no help by any of the people that work there. Have you gone to Home Depot or like Walmart? I sometimes think people are just like, yeah, dude, you get hired and you just literally have to stand around. You just walk around. You just walk and hope nobody talks to you for the day. I was in Walmart yesterday. That place is such a shithole. Yet I still go there to this day because it's 5 minutes away from my house and it has everything I need, which is shocking that one place can have it all, but also have thousands of locations miles apart. I was like, I didn't think there could be this many trashy people to fit in one building and have enough trashy people to fit in all thousands of them. And then also we could hire all those people. It is like watching people die in person at Walmart. Watch a worker when you walk into Walmart. They just look at you and they seem soulless. They don't know what's happening. They look at you, we look at each other, and we both realize we're like, yeah, we're both pieces of shit. I guess you're not a piece of shit. You know, people are trying. I'm not judging that, but it's Walmart. I'm sorry. I feel bad saying that, but let's be honest. Everybody in there feels dead and soulless, and the place is terrible, yet you wonder how they can stock all of it, and then they can stock all of them across 1,000 locations and sell kayaks for $20. How is everything so cheap? Yeah, and you go in there, and then you ask people for help, and they're honestly look at you. They're like, how dare you fucking talk to me that way? How dare you ask me? And you're like, I'm sorry. I don't work here, but can you help me find what I'm looking for? And they're like, God damn it. I'm like, wow, that person's really going through it. Boom, roasted. Like, Jesus, am I messing up the thing? Is this? Boom, roasted. There we go. Now I'm working. I've been working a lot. I feel like I need a vacation. That's what I've been talking about. I feel like I don't know if I need a vacation. I'm like, am I working that hard? I think I am because I don't know what day of the week it is half the time. I think I talked to Marcus and I talked to my other friends and they're like, yeah, man, maybe it's time to just take a breather. Take a break. And I'm like, yeah, maybe it is. But then I'm like, but again, if I stop doing what I'm doing, then I feel like I'm not true to myself. But also, sometimes your sanity is more worth it than 5 minutes at an open mic that's an hour away. You know? We're drinking orange soda because I wanted sugar. Sugar is just one of my new favorite things. I love sugar. I eat so much candy now, especially on the way to Kill Tony. I didn't get up on Kill Tony again. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't get up. I'm trying. I keep trying. I don't know. I'm wondering if it's my name. Now we're getting to a conclusion where maybe it's my name. They're just like, that name is too hard to pronounce, and I don't want to butcher this name. I don't want to sound stupid. Please sound stupid. Just announce my name so I can get it over with. Please let me on. I just want to get it over with. I am like the kid about to jump off the cliff, the cliff diving kid, and it's just so scary, and you're just like, I don't want to jump off, but you just do to get it over with, and you're like, oh, thank God it's over with. And then you drown. I don't know. Marcus did the math. And he told the odds of how many times I've gone roughly, and the amount of people there, and how many times I've gone and how many names get pulled per thing. He did the math, and he was like, dude, statistically, it's insane how you've never been picked. It's almost statistically impossible that you've never been. It was like 0.004 or like 0.04%. It was less than a percent of a chance that I don't get called, and I'm in that percent. So when sometimes I feel like the luck's against me, I guess it's true. I don't like to look at it that way, but then when all of a sudden you feel unlucky and then you do the numbers and it's like, yeah, dude, you should have been up. And you're like, see, I fucking thought something was off. And they're like, yeah, it's just your chi, bro. Your chi is so off. My other friend made it up. Philip Garcia made it up like 2 weeks ago. He came with us down for the first time. And he was so excited to go, right? And the whole night, we all were having a good time. And Philip was also having a great time the whole time. And they were about to call the last comic on stage. I was already over it. I was depressed and annoyed, and I don't like doing it because I don't like to have the negative energy in my brain, because then if you have negative energy, it's like, yeah, it's probably not good that you have this negative energy. That's not going to help the situation. And also, you can't help the situation anyway, so why get mad about it? But you get frustrated because you did all this work, and then you keep coming and you don't get called. So anyway, Phil looks at me at the last name getting called. And he goes, dude, if I get called, can you hold my jacket? If you get called, I'll hold your jacket. We're going to crush it. It's one of us. Let's go, baby. And sure enough, he gets called and he crushes it. And he gets booking out. He got booked 3 times out of it. And I learned something, and I was like, man, I need to be more positive. Which, not that I didn't know that, but I did. I do need to take a lesson in the positivity train. I need to jump on that train. I'm trying to change this new leaf lately on my comedy. On stage, I've been getting really, really, really dark. That's the new chapter that I've been going through lately, is me being dark. And it almost sounds like I'm fed up with comedy, and I don't think I'm fed up with comedy. I think I'm kind of fed up over the grind that I'm putting in to the ratio of bookings that I'm trying to do. And then again, that's on me. It has to be on me, and I can't wait for people to book me. So I need to start working on getting booked more. And this isn't a cry for help, but blah, 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 that stuff. It's not, please book me, but it is also, please book me. I also always feel like I always come with the mentality that if I'm putting in the work, the bookings will just come. I was hoping, And right now, that's not the game, so I just need to book it myself, which I've been doing so much and been focusing, I think, on maybe the wrong things, the content and the grinding, and doing the time and the writing and the content and the writing and the content and the getting up and the driving and then working full time. And it's like all I have to do is send out some emails, I guess, to some people in between all of the other shit. And that's an overwhelming thing to me. And then sometimes I've been discouraged from emailing people and trying to get booked and then not get booked. So that one's kind of discouraging. And then I'm like, well, this sucks. Maybe if I just keep my head down and just keep working and being funny how I want to be, I can build my own fan base, and I don't need other people to book me, and I don't need to worry about anybody but myself at that point. Right. And I was talking last night about it, how I just don't want to check the box. Like, I don't want to put myself in this box, and I don't want to succumb to what comedy is supposed to be like. I guess verbatim, this is what comedy is, because in my eyes, I thought comedy was supposed to be whatever the hell you wanted it to be. I guess if it's funny, or if it's funny to you, and if you enjoy it, and if you're outside of those lines. I feel like that's something cool and something that's creative, because that's what comedy was always supposed to be, is pushing the boundaries and saying whatever the hell you want and doing whatever the fuck you want to do. That's what comedy was always in my mind. And now when people say, like, dude, maybe you're just so over the map and they never know what they're going to get with you. And I'm like, well, in my mind, that's fun. But I guess in other people's eyes, that's not fun, because they don't know if they're going to get an emotional wreck. They don't know if it's going to be too in your face, or if it's just going to suck, or if that. And I mean, I think comedy, I live in the moment, and I think comedy is best in the moment. I understand the set for sure, but for some reason, my improv sets are 10 times better than my jokes. And I don't know if it's a sign. I mean, I love my jokes too, but I'm just pretty good at improving. I don't know. I'm pretty good on stage with my crowd work, and I know it's one of my good skills. I guess I have to get my other skill to being more set driven and getting verbatims, but I get bored so easily. I just like always want new shit, and I always want to keep doing stuff. And if I'm on stage and I read a room and I think the room is feeling different and they don't want certain comedy or they don't want jokes, I'm going to just go off the cuff because they don't want jokes. And there's not even a point of me wasting my time. At least have fun with it and talk about shit that I've never talked about before. And fail at that, then tell some jokes that they don't even care about that you know probably work, but they don't care. And this happened last night. So we went to Ardmore, Oklahoma. We did a show. We had three. It was me, Philip Garcia, Genevieve, and then Marcus Solon, and then our friend Josh Irick. And we had a good set. I mean, we had a good show. We ran like a 2.5 hour show. It was wild. It was fun. It was good. I think we all did our sets to how we usually do our sets, and I don't know what's up with the crowd. It was a little off, and I'm not saying that it was a bad crowd. I'm just saying I think it was a little off, and it was hard to read. And sometimes it's sucky because you go into those places, and we had a lot of fun. We still had fun. Gushers is a great place to go do comedy. If you're looking for a place to do comedy, go to the legendary Gushers Lounge in Ardmore, Oklahoma. The place is fun. It's a cigar lounge, so you get to smoke all you want inside. But yeah, definitely go check it out. It's fun. So we were there, and everybody was doing comedy, and we were all doing well. But sometimes it was like the crowd was like, they were with you, then they weren't with you. Then they were with you, then they weren't with you. I knew what they wanted. They wanted more crowd work, just random shit. And that's the stuff that's unfortunate with comedy, because you're like, I want to do my jokes, and it's like, sometimes people aren't even into the jokes. And you're like, well, it's a comedy show, but they just want a different type of joke. That's just make them involved in the show. Now the show is their show, because it's such an intimate crowd, and they're like, well, I'm here and I can see you, so I'm going to talk and I want to be part of your show. Also, what I think you're saying isn't that funny, and what I'm saying is funnier. And you're like, well, fuck. What do you do? So it's like you're constantly having to read the room off one person. This person doesn't like that. That person likes this. This person doesn't like that. This person. So you're like, what do you do? So I guess just be the funniest you can, right? But sometimes it's like, I know these sets are good, but what's up with the crowd? And I can never blame the crowd. I don't like to blame the crowd. It's always the comic, because you got to read what you're doing. But it was interesting. So back on the note, it was like, I think comedy is always supposed to be in the moment, and that's how I like to do it. I see opportunities, and I like to say it when it happens. Like last night, there was a horse came in to the bar. Like after I saw a horse came in and it danced inside, and it was the coolest thing I've ever seen. And it's like sometimes comics don't call out the horse that's dancing in the middle of the dance floor, and they just let it go, and they just want to do jokes. And that's the thing that I can't get over. I'm trying to be like, are you supposed to, is it pandering, or is it just being a good comic that you're reading the room? So I don't want to be a pandering comic, but I also want to make people laugh. And I think I'm pretty good at reading a room and changing it up if I need to. I don't know. So the point that I was trying to make with it is that, do I start to become more corporate not corporate, but, more structured and not so random, or stick to it and just try to be myself. I think that would be the best way. I know that people like me, but I'm wondering, I'm like, maybe I'm not getting booked because I am too much of a wild card. Even though I think a wild card's fun on a show, and I think that I do well wherever I'm at. So it's like, do I need to change even though I'm being funny at the shows and everybody loves me? I don't know. I'm getting hot. It's hot in my chest. I want to turn the fan on, but I don't know. The thing's going to probably be moving. And this, hopefully it's not like ticking. Oh, I can breathe again. So, yeah. Moving to Austin. It's going to be wild, man. And I'm going to be all alone again. And I'm wondering if it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, but it's going to be a new chapter for sure. I'm just trying to get to Austin as fast as I can. Because it would also just make life easier. I think that this Monday, I don't know. I'm still trying to see if I want to go to Kiltony or not go to Kiltony because the drive is so tough. And when you're getting home at 3 and 4 in the morning and then you got to work the next day, it's not that fun. When you're driving 7 hours to go do something, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. So I put some things out there. Hopefully people have. Oh, okay. So I wanted to get into some fan questions. This is a one random question. So, back in high school, I did this great movie called Real Education, which was a great movie, and it was about the rise of Satan, aka Satan. You'll never be able to see it, but I can tell you about it. It was one of the greatest movies ever made by 5 high schoolers with a home recording video. It was like the Blair Witch Project made a terrible movie where the rise of Satan was the president of the United States, where people were brainwashed. The movie was basically groundbreaking before like it told the future. Like it's basically what that happened now. People were brainwashed, the coronavirus. Basically, we predicted the future in this movie. So Satan overtakes the world and he has to fight 2 secret agents. I can't really remember the story, but I was Satan, aka Satan. And the big twist of the movie is that you find out Satan is Satan the whole time. They just pronounced it differently because, yeah, we're like, the twist is right in your face the whole time. That's how good this movie was. So the question is, what would be the plot in the next Satan movie? So first of all, the plot would be Satan rises from the dead, because in this movie, Satan gets his head blown off by a shotgun. It's a pretty sick scene. I really want to get this movie back and release it. I would just put it in an episode and you guys can just watch it. And that's what I would love to do, because this movie needs to be seen by everybody. It was one of the greatest things ever made. So, and then in the second one, this is what happened. So Satan was brought back to life by some stoners that were in the woods, right? They find this random book. And it looks all cool, but it looks like it's made by, God knows what. It's all shredded, but you can kind of make out some of the words. And the kids start to read the words, and they don't know what it is because you can't really make it out, but you can make out some of the words. So they start saying something, and by the end of it, it's like, Hail Satan, right? And the only way Satan could ever be brought back is if this chant was made. Because Satan's head was blown off a part, and that's how you kill Satan, unless you find this book and bring him back to life. So next thing you know, these kids chant his name. Satan rises from the ashes, and he comes back, and he doesn't know what year it is. So he's like, now I'm Satan, because that was his saying. He's like, now I'm Satan. If you're with me, you're with me. If you're not, I'm sorry. this is only for one person probably that's listening. So now Satan has risen from the ground and he meets these two kids. Now these two kids are stoners and like, holy shit, we just raised Satan from the dead. Not knowing that since the kids have risen Satan from the dead, they basically own Satan now. And they can do whatever he wants. But Satan doesn't tell them that. The kids don't know what they did. Satan's like, holy shit, these kids are stupid. Also, what year is it? Am I still running the world? Satan's not running the world. He was assassinated by my friend Jim. So I forget his character name, but he was a secret agent and he blew his head off, saved the world. So now Satan is looking for him. Yeah. And then Satan's plot is to overtake the world again. And basically it's the same thing over again. Just like Hollywood, baby. We're going to just remake the first one with a different beginning and ending and call it the sequel. Thank you for that one. I wish it was a different question. Jeez. So, when you haven't done a podcast in a long time, well, see, the last two were by myself. I mean, with Sarah. And then the other ones, I've been doing group ones with the other podcast, and I haven't done a solo one. I'm a little rusty, I feel, but not really, but I kind of am. What's been going on? Yeah, so let's see. I wanted to go on Instagram because I put a question on Instagram. No one ever answers these anyway, so let's see if it works this time. Yep, no one's nobody answered a question, so that sucks. Yeah, man. I don't know. I've been trying to be more positive because lately I was talking about comedy and it's just like I'm so hot. Better. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I feel like I dress in clothes and then people are judging me. And now I'm wearing my gold chain all day. And I love this chain because it was my grandfather's chain, right? But I can't wear it because I know what everybody's thinking. They're like, that kid's a douchebag. And I don't like to think that I'm a douchebag. But I also maybe want to wear jewelry sometimes. And it goes well with my mullet. But I can't wear it. And also this bracelet, I love it. But that's a judgy one. It says Big Clit Energy. It's my friend's merch. Liz Splat. Go buy one. They're already sold out. That's how popular they are. But this bracelet kind of makes me look a little questionable, I think. But it's so pretty. I'm so hot in here. These lights are killing me. So I'm trying to be in Austin by hopefully, April? So hopefully by May. I'm trying to maybe get an Airbnb and transfer over there and then get to work in Austin. Austin's going to be fun, man. Dallas is fun. I don't know if I want to leave Dallas. I've been having fun and I've been making some money at work and things are, going decent. But for some reason, I don't know what I'm missing. I don't know if I'm just need to relax. I don't know if I'm getting not enough sleep or whatever, but yeah, I just haven't been really able to enjoy a lot of things, I think. It's hot. All right. Next question. What's my favorite video game? Well, actually, let's see. My favorite video game probably is Call of Duty. To be that basic, I don't even have a system. I play it on my roommates. I've always played Call of Duty on my roommates' Xboxes or PlayStations, and I'm pretty good at it. That's how much I play it still. Yeah, Call of Duty, and that's really all that I play. And then before that, I had the original Xbox, which I played at home, and we played Blitz on that, and Halo. Halo 2 was the shit. Halo 2, video games caused so many fights in my childhood, which I think have scarred me to this day. I think they've actually put emotional damage to me. We used to play Blitz on N64, which is the game that triggered my panic attack. I don't know if I've ever said that I had a panic attack like a month ago, a full-blown panic attack, and I was during playing Blitz against Marcus. And I think what happened is it was triggering because I always lost to my brother, and I was always stressed out, and the game always pissed me off because I could never play it. I was never good at it. I was good at it, but I couldn't beat my brother, and it was because I think I was scared to beat him so he didn't get so mad. And it's the same thing with Marcus. I don't want to beat him because he'll get so mad. And I'm like, I can get over it, and it's not that important to me. But during the time, I get so stressed out, and I know that they'll feel so much better, and I'm scared to get yelled at. So I would love to play the games, but then it would end up with somebody getting yelled at, and you're like, this is too emotionally damaging for me to handle the game fucking Blitz. I was really good at Midnight Club Dub Edition. I beat it like 3 or 4 times. I built a whole bunch of cars. Sick game. But yeah, my favorite video game probably is Call of Duty. I'm addicted to it. I don't even play like the new one. I play the old Modern Warfare because I don't like the new one. I need to always be dying and rebirthing. I hate to wait. It's like a video game. It's like I don't want to have patience during this game. I want to be shooting people in the face now constantly. Oh, I died? Rebirth me. Don't give me a rebirth time, okay? Don't give me 50 seconds till the respawn is reactivated or the HQ is captured, okay? Just let me play the fucking game, okay? And then all the nerds that play the game where you do have to wait to get rebirthed, you're like, every guy probably says it's like, wow, dude, all you do is probably masturbate and fucking sleep and eat fucking Call of Duty. Jeez, get a life. While we're all sitting there playing, being fat and drinking Fanta. You know what I mean? Whatever. Yeah. So there's probably stuff that I've been writing down. I think, to be honest with you guys, I think I'm having this blank moment where I don't want to lose you, but let's go to this. No. Give us a piece of advice I wrote down. Piece of advice, probably, no, I'm not going to be, a piece of advice is to probably take my own advice, okay? I was just about to be negative, and I'm fucking got to stop being negative, okay? I have been so negative lately, and it's not been good. Everything I look at, I'm just like, no, it sucks. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm so negative, and it's got to stop. I'm trying to get to this new chapter where I stop talking so much shit about comedy and about what's happening, because to look down on what I'm doing just makes this shit harder, right? It just makes it harder. And I don't want to be making this any harder than it already is. You know, so instead of me yelling on stage saying that comedy sucks because it doesn't, it's just that I'm frustrated with myself and I'm not getting enough sleep. So in the end, what I'm trying to say is I need to get more sleep. I need to be more positive. I'm doing the correct things, okay? I need to start asking to get booked more. We have some cool shit that's done. I'm pretty sure a big project. We finally got it in the files. The web series that we announced a long-ass time ago. The Real Open Mics of Hollywood, this series, which is like a web series. We did 5 episodes, me and Marcus, and it's been on my brain, and we have been trying to release it. We tried to get it mastered, the sound. It's a simple mockumentary. It's hilarious. It's fun. It's like an in-depth thing where we talk about our lives. And this was like a year ago. We made it during quarantine, and it's been on my mind, and it's also a thing I cannot wait to get it out so I can get it off my brain. It's a positive thing. We're doing lots of things, and I'm trying to tell myself that we're doing enough because I keep telling myself I'm not doing enough. I need to breathe. I need to meditate more. I need to enjoy life more. I'm trying to tell myself this enough into this camera so when I watch this later, I am reminded to be positive. And for everybody else out there, I guess we should be more positive. We need more positivity out there because there's too many negative things happening right now for us to be this way, right? There we go. Let's get deep. So, with that being said, I think we're going to keep it short and sweet, baby. We can do whatever we want, right? So next time you see me next week, we're hopefully we'll have an update on Austin. Hopefully, I will have an idea. I need to by next episode. I want to have an idea. I want to have a plan. I need to set that plan. So hold me to it. I need to have an Airbnb so I can go down there and look for what I'm gonna move into. Right? Okay. I think right now I'm having an anxiety attack. I'm getting hot. My chest is pumping through. The lights are making me hot. I feel awkward, but this has been fun. I will see you guys next week. Subscribe, follow, tell a friend. I love you. Goodbye. I'll see you next time. This is Going Through It with me, Justin Essenmacher. Bye-bye.
Yeah.